Alright, we got our monitor mounted, and I've also mounted the power supply, isolation transformer, and the filter. And I went ahead and I took my multimeter and made sure everything was where it's supposed to be. I got my 5 volts turned in, or tuned in, not turned in. The 12 volts, well, 5 is your key.
That's the one you can adjust the 5 volts.
Yeah.
And it was high. It was what 5.6.
Yeah, it was up there.
So we brought it down.
I brought it down, which brought the 12 volts down, but you don't really got to worry about that.
I'm gonna get a little closer while you clean up.
So I mounted the little power supply isolation transport combo. Luckily, I had this, a buddy of this. I bought this complete from somebody. So you have everything you need to power your board through your jammer harness plus your monitor. This is the cord that's going to the monitor. I'm gonna plug this into the power supply so it comes on when I turn the game on. In fact, I'm gonna start that now. I don't need this hand. This is our game board. It's plugged in with a VGA cable to the monitor. The JAMA harness right here will connect to this PCB.
Goes around here. It's going to go into the power supply.
Exactly. So, we'll do a little screwing. We got our JAMA standard. Thankfully, games went to this, in the early 80s?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, like 85 or 86, I think.
So we can, everything's kind of a standard way to wire everything up instead of being proprietary like the early Ataris. And
now the AC wires, the black, white, and the green will always be the same. They always will hook up the same in a game like this. The JAMA harnesses, sometimes they change and are a little different.
Unfortunately, the only clips we had were the circle clips for the harness we made.
Eyelets.
So we could have cut the eyelets out and made them horseshoes, but we were going to head screw it all out and put it in properly. And we'll probably skip through a lot of this, just kind of show you where it's all lined up.
Well, this part's probably the most important out of what we're going to do, so I'll show all of this and then we kind of...
Looks like I need to customize my eyelet. It's a little too fat. I'm going to squish it.
You're used to that.
Oh, squished it too much.
Kind of want to show on the JAMA harness, where each thing goes, even though you need to check your pinouts and make sure the wiring coloring is different. Sometimes the yellow and orange can be swapped around.
This is going to be fun here. I'll let my eyelet hold my screw for me. Hopefully. Awkward ride. I could have done this on the floor. I find the hole. She's always asking me to find the hole.
And you still can't.
There it is. It's starting to get a little traction.
That's what she said.
Alright, there's one side of the...
So what kind of games do we have on this board? I know there's some classics. We know you said Moon Patrol.
Tapper.
I think Mario Brothers is on there, isn't it?
I think so.
And Super Mario.
There's actually a great variety for horizontal.
Lots of fighters.
Yeah, all the Street Fighters, all the King of Fighters.
Well, there's several Neo Geo games too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you have this board, you don't really need a Neo Geo setup at all. You just use this board.
Oh, there's also the Vector Star Wars is on here. Outruns on here. They don't play that well.
No, you need to hook up a trackball to control it, which we might need to do that.
And we really don't have room on that control panel.
Yeah, exactly.
It's huge, but you only have a little bit of space for controls.
Yeah, I think we could actually.
Because it all has to fit inside here.
Yay!
Easy on my iPad. Oh, don't let it fall.
Yeah. Grab it. A little too much pressure.
End up looking like your iPad.
Cracked. That thing worked forever cracked, and then it just started going crazy on me to where I couldn't use it. Come on, start.
This is way more difficult than it needs to be.
I knew it would be. Because of the angle.
Whatever. You're trying to do it laying on the floor.
Sitting on the floor would have been nice and easy, but
No, it wouldn't have. And you probably would have hooked it up to the wrong side anyway.
oh man. We're gonna fast forward through most of this, so
No, we're not.
why not?
Because this is the important part of the whole video.
This is just hooking up the monitor here, so that the power to the monitor, so we don't have to have.
Hooking up the entire power supply is probably the only important part of this. It's pretty easy to snap a JAMA connector on. Pretty easy to plug a USB port in.
Oh, great. Since that just fell, we lost our little screw.
Alright, we'll be back. This is ridiculous.
Alright, hooking up the ground. Black ground on the Encores. There we go. Or the common, as they say.
Can't see.
And some more ground wires.
That looks like it's on 12 volt, ain't it?
Nah, that's why I was having issues earlier when I was trying to test it. It's the lower you get, it kind of
Okay,
sticker isn't
I
lined
see.
as well as it should be. Okay, the let's go ahead and do the positive 5 volt. That's probably one of your more important.
It's red.
Red. Okay.
See right here.
And we have
These
2 red.
first ones. Where's my hand? Where's my hand? There we go. These first ones up here at the top is ones we're working on.
So we got 2 5 volt wires, Matt. Both red.
Just like that.
I have to loosen my. All right. Okay. And then let's see. Where are my colors at? I had a color guide earlier to where I knew between the orange and the yellow.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, it was it. Go back to your JAMA harness. So we got our 2 grounds, our 2 5 volts, red and red. So the yellow is the
-5.
-5. Find that on your power supply.
And we may not need -5 on this board, I don't know. But we got it to hook it up.
Won't hurt to be hooked up. Won't mess with the PCB or anything.
I don't think on this game it will.
Hopefully not. Ooh, maybe we should check that before we turn it on.
No,
Make sure.
I think it's fine.
Don't want to fry my elf board.
Okay.
Okay, the orange is obviously what's left, which is the 12
Positive
volts.
12.
Alright. What are our green wires here?
Those are ground wires.
Should we go ahead and ground them just for fun?
The green I put on field ground, which you probably already had problems with the,
Both of them? Okay.
yeah.
Alright, so that's field ground is the one with, it's got 3 lines and a perpendicular line in the center of the top one.
You might be able to just shove them in if you get it out a little bit.
I'm hoping, yeah. because I got the eyelet on that guy.
Right.
I'll probably be able to get one, but not the other. Let me come around the other side. That's why you want to go back and forth sometimes, just for room. Come too far out, it'll just pop out, then it won't come back in. Of course, you know, it never goes in perfectly. Then this would be fun to work on. There we go, pushes the other one out though. Meet in the middle. Damn it. Well, hell.
We gotta do is get those two in. We should be able to turn it on and see a game. Won't have any sound, won't have any controls yet. Got it?
It's not perfect, but they're touching and they're tight.
Alright. So now, moment of truth.
Hopefully I don't find nothing here. Already got the video cable plugged in. Find your key on your jammer harness. There's the key on the PCB. Slide it in. Plug it up, huh?
We're ready.
Let me know if it explodes before we get back around. There'll be a way to get through here.
So you did have the monitor hooked up on the monitor side, right?
Oh yeah. That's all taken care of. Here comes the juice!
I heard stuff.
I heard the monitor fire up. It might need to. Oh, good. Monitor's working, input 1, no input signal. We got red lights on our board.
There are dip switches on that board too.
That's true. Might have to look that up.
Let's see where are they?
They're on this side right here. You gotta turn it off though, or it won't matter.
Right.
I think you know what? I did have this hooked up to a, well, no. This is to an LCD. You look up the Game Elf.
Yeah, let's check out the manual. I bet it's just dip switches. Be right back.
Flipped it on, it didn't come on. So we think we found our issue. We looked up the Game Elf on online, and it wants you to switch to be on. Evident, this is a VGA monitor, even though it's a big old tube instead of your normal or small LCD. So it's in VGA mode. So we flipped the switch to 1 on and 2 off, and now we're going to see if we can get a picture. Hopefully,
I think it should come on now.
yeah, it better. I'm going to blame you for your poor teaching. Oh, come on. Oh,
there it is.
There it is. Sweet. I need to adjust that monitor a little bit, but it don't look too bad. Oh, that's why it turned the light on, because turn that light off.
Yeah, this light up here now has got a huge glare on it. So we got the game to come up.
Oh, yeah.
Next is
You got to put in the start button, because it needs a coin, basically. The coin button, credit button. And we're going to hook up the sound, because no arcade game is fun without sound.
So the credit button, the controls, and the sound.
We'll go ahead and hook up the light too, because we'll throw some sort of generic marquee in here for now. Make it look good.
But
Hopefully.
We're gonna work on that, and we'll come back and update as we go.
I'm excited.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. You can hit the subscribe button right here, or check out this video over on this side. Probably